Yo, what's going on, guys? Muzzafuzza here, and today I'm bringing you something different, something interesting. I got a little Vertigo gameplay on Black Ops 2, and I did enjoy Black Ops 2 for the most part. I really loved this game. Like, I enjoyed everything from the camos, the diamond camo, the DLC camos, the maps, the gameplays, the attachments, the guns, everything. Like, I really enjoyed Black Ops 2 as a whole for a Call of Duty game. And people will always find something to complain about, but I love this game, so I'm probably going to continue posting this game until I run out of gameplays that I had stocked up on Black Ops 2, even throughout Call of Duty Ghosts and all the new games that are coming out. So hopefully, if you enjoyed Black Ops 2, you will still like the gameplay, but if you don't, you can just listen to the commentary, because that's what it's about anyways, right? So I wanted to do something kind of different with this video. I want to talk about some stuff that I'm really not even comfortable talking about, which is kind of something that you don't see very often from somebody who makes YouTube videos or puts things on the internet out there in the public sphere or whatever. I want to talk about something that kind of makes me uncomfortable and kind of makes me feel vulnerable. It's kind of something that people don't like to talk about, and that is their fears. People don't like to talk about what they're afraid of because there's plenty to be afraid of out there in the world. And now that we have the internet and that most people have access to the internet, I wouldn't say most people, that would be kind of ignorant, but most people who are in the upper class, most people who make a decent amount of money have access to the internet, which is kind of an infinite supply of information constantly coming at you about everything you can possibly think of when it comes to like world information and beyond out there in the space. But most of the stuff that's relevant to you is stuff that's happening here on Earth, on our planet. And a lot of that shit is really scary, like people shooting guns at you, or jumping out of planes, or falling off a building, or driving off the freeway, or getting in a wreck on the freeway, or I don't know, it could be just hitting your head off the concrete, getting in a street fight, anything. Like, people are afraid of a lot of stuff. And that's what I want to talk about with you guys today, is my fears, your fears, fear of failure, and falling down, which is one of the biggest things that I've learned about life, is that you're going to fall down over and over and over. I got lucky because I picked up skateboarding when I was really young, and skateboarding has taught me a lot of life lessons, because when you skate, you try to get tricks, and odds are you're only going to land those tricks a small percentage of the times that you attempt them. So it teaches you about falling, and falling like a cat, and trying to get those cat-like reflexes so you can roll when you fall while moving. You can roll on your back and not get as hurt. Because if you just take a slam and you just try to resist it and you don't roll with it, the slam is going to hurt a lot worse. You might break some bones, and it's going to not be a good experience for you at all. But if you learn to fall and you practice falling down and you get better and better at falling, you'll soon learn that falling is just part of the game, and falling is going to be how you get better and better. And I've learned to kind of integrate falling into my life. It's gotten me better at a lot of things. I'm better at taking chances in my life. I'm better at taking risks, because I know even if I fall and make a fool of myself and look like an idiot, I've already done that a lot in my life. So I'm not really afraid of what people are going to think, even if I do fall attempting something. So I go out there and I try to do stupid shit, and I try to skate and do tricks and do crazy stuff sometimes, and just jump on things or jump off of things or climb things. And sometimes you end up falling and looking like a fool, but obviously that's going to make people laugh. And if you can handle the heat, if you can take that embarrassment and just be humble about it, and have the sense of humility that even if you fall in front of a crowd of people, like, that's not the end of the world. That's just something that you're going to have to get past. And once you do that, I feel like that's pretty empowering, that's pretty liberating, and that will help you conquer your fears, whatever they may be. So let me get into my fears. My biggest fears in my life really come down to a few things. It's not spiders, it's not snakes, it's not anything like that. It's death, failure, disappointment, and needles. And the needles one really gets me, because I just hate going to the hospital. I've only been in the hospital a few times. I've gotten surgery. I got my appendix out, and that was really scary for me. And it's weird talking about stuff that makes me scared, because I'm literally like cringing as I'm talking about this stuff. I hate talking about needles. I don't like getting needles poked into me. I really hated going to get my checkups and shots when I was younger, and I'm kind of glad I don't have to deal with that. And I'm an adult now, so I haven't had to deal with hospitals or needles or any stuff like that, knock on wood, for quite a while now, and I'm really lucky. But those are my biggest fears. Those are my 4 biggest fears, I guess. Death, failure, needles, and what was the other one? Disappointment, because nobody likes disappointing their family and friends. That's not something you want to do. You want to make them happy, you want to make them proud. That's kind of the goal for anybody that has a sense of self and wants to accomplish things and achieve things and do things with their life. So fear of failure, that's one that's just really hard to get over for anyone, knowing that you might fail at something if you try, and that kind of makes you just lock up and never really try. And sometimes that happens with me on different things. Sometimes it happens to me making videos, doing a vlog, even just gaming. Like I'll think about what people are going to think about it, and I'll overthink and I'll overanalyze things, and I'll just get way too much in my head, and then the thing never ends up getting made. It never ends up getting done, whatever I was trying to do. And that's the fear of failure for you. It can lock you up. That's one of the worst ones. But there's ways to get past it. You just got to man up and do the work and do whatever it is that you got to do to do your thing, whatever that thing is. I'm trying to get to the other ones as this gameplay is wrapping up here on Vertigo, but fear of falling like mine's not really falling, but I do have a minor fear of heights. I just don't like giant buildings or anything where I feel like I could fall off and die. It just gives me kind of woozy feelings and makes me kind of nervous, but I don't really like get pukey. Like I don't get actually nauseous or anything like that. But I can't really give you guys too much advice on facing fear of death or fear of disappointment with your family and friends. That's all going to be up to you. That's up to your own personal circumstances. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wish I could have talked for a little bit longer, but that's the end of the gameplay. If you guys want more stuff like this, I will talk about this stuff. But that's my commentary on fear and failure and falling down and all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for all the support lately. If you like this video, drop a like. Check out all my links down below in the description, and I will see you guys next time.